switching in positions for you. Getting in the kitchen and I'm in a better room. I'ma need a lip that say I'm coming through close. I'ma love it, feeling nothing I wouldn't do, but I won't do. Switching for you.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Reese, and I am so glad that you joined me today for yet another video in this series. First of all, I want to apologize because I have been a little bit behind, but we are catching up. So anyway, if you're new here to the channel, welcome. I do psychiatry, I'm a PA, and a whole lot of other things, but right now we are talking about psychiatry and the insight into substance abuse and or addiction medicine. I would like to give you some key tips and points on how to navigate substance abuse slash addiction medicine and patients that might present to you in office. So if you're interested in this, please keep on watching. Number one, can't nobody talk you into doing what you're not comfortable doing. What does that mean? Well, you are the captain of the boat. The people are here to see you to get help for what they want to be treated for, or what they know to be a problem, or what they heard from other people, loved ones, spouses, children, that is for sure a problem. So they're coming to your office to see you to see what you can do for them. Do not get caught up, which most new PAs do get caught up in trying to people please with patients and try to like be Burger King in a sense. Like, if you want this, I have to give you that to keep you happy, because if I don't, then that means I'm a bad provider and you're gonna find some way to retaliate. And that's, I mean, they may find some way to retaliate, but does that like directly affect you? It's kind of like a gray area. It can affect you, bad reviews and things like that, but that's just what we deal with in psychiatry. People get upset when they don't get their way, but at least legally, like you, as long as you document the correct way, you should not be finding yourself in any kind of trouble, or as in trouble with the medical board or anything like that. That should not be a concern of yours. I'll say next, don't forget that substance abuse is multidimensional and multidirectional. What do I mean about that? You never know what somebody has been through in their life. You never know if it's sexual trauma, if it's rape, is it physical abuse, was it a relationship, was it a parent? You just don't know what somebody has been through in their life, and, unless they feel comfortable enough to share that information with you. And if they do, then wonderful, because you make them feel comfortable. But if they don't, then they just don't. But always make sure that you know that you're not just treating trauma. You could be treating an underlying psychiatric disorder that they didn't get help for, and they could be, have some type of anxiety or some other disorder to where they're self-medicating with drugs off the street because they don't want to come in to see you. And now that the drug problem is a problem, now they're coming in to see you. And hey, you found out that they have some type of underlying disorder. Now you get to treat that, and you get to treat the substance abuse. Now, I will say some substance abuse disorders or comorbidities that you see in office can be a result of the substance abuse. It's clear as mud. So you can choose whether or not you want to treat them for any type of underlying disorder that may be present. But in order to do that, they have to be a wonderful historian and give you a lot of information about who they were prior to the substance use. And even then, you have to take that with a grain of salt, because this is psychiatry and we don't have blood work or physical exam or anything else to back up that they're telling the truth about what they're telling you. You just have to take it as is, or get collateral history from a family member or a spouse, a brother or sister, something like that. But I would definitely say don't be so quick to count people out, because again, you never know what they've been through in their life, and that they're telling the truth to you, that they went through, a kidnapping or witnessed some type of horrible trauma that led to their PTSD, nightmares, and different things. And doing this illicit substance is the only way they get some type of peace. in their life. So don't be judgmental. Let them feel comfortable that you're here to listen, you're here to help. There's no judgment here. This is a safe place, and just move forward. On to the next tip. Definitely keep an open mind. Make sure you're not judging people. Make sure, like I said before, you're keeping an open mind and you're open to hearing whatever they have to tell you. And you show empathy and you make sure that they know that you're listening and you care. I would definitely say keep your eyes up and open. What do I mean by that? We have the Texas, or not just Texas, but it's not all over the United States, because I mean some states has opted out of the PMP for what I don't know. We have the PMP for a reason, to help you see if they have picked up any other drugs from any other prescribers or multiple of the same medication, different, doses from different prescribers. You hope that other prescribers are also using the PMP, but in rare instances, I'm just like, either they see the PMP and they don't care, or either they didn't check it. Because if they did, I would hope that, they wouldn't prescribe XYZ. So make sure you keep your eyes up and open in that sense. Last but not least, I want to make sure that you're being assertive. I want to make sure that, yeah, you are showing empathy and sympathy and you do care and, all the things, but you are like laying it to them. This is what we're going to do. If you're going to be under my care, this is how I do things. If you do not agree with that, please feel free to go get a second opinion. That is always my go-to line, because what I won't do is put my license in jeopardy. That's what I won't do. I work too hard to get to where I am right now, too hard. You be very assertive. Of course, drug screen, you get confirmation. So you can do a UDS in clinic. But if you're not 100% sure, or you're like, something is going on, I just can't put my finger on it, and you really want to make sure that the person is taking the Suboxone or whatever it is that you gave them, you can check for the metabolite. So you can always do that through confirmation. Through the lab, of course, you can send it off. Don't get yourself caught up. Don't take things at face value. Do listen. Do show that you care and all these other things, but also you got to have your back at all times. It's your license. You out here practicing. You out in the wild. You got to do what you got to do. So make sure that you are covering everything. You're getting UDSs, you're sending out for confirmation, you're talking to your SP, treatment team, if your job does treatment team, different things like that, to make sure that you got this patient wrapped around all the way and you know what's going on from every angle, especially if they are in some type of IOP or PHP and you're the provider by law. Like if they have to go to drug court or anything else like that, docket, you want to make sure that all your T's are crossed and all your I's are dotted, for the judge in case they request notes or subpoena notes or anything else. If push come to shove, they get a DUI or something like that. Like they need to know who is in charge of their treatment or who was involved with their treatment when you guys came into contact, what you did and why. Say that wraps up the video. I just wanted to give 3 quick points about substance abuse, addiction, 3 things to keep in mind when you're treating these patients, hoping for their best outcomes. Substance abuse is not a one and done. It is a lifelong disease. Every day is a choice to not get high. Every day is a choice to refrain from alcohol. Every single day, these people have to make a choice to stay clean, and you have to be part of their team. You're one of their cheerleaders. You have to motivate them as well. I hope that this video was helpful. If you want any more insight into substance abuse, or if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. And I'll be back with another video soon, guys. Bye.